Okay, we're here with Pietro and Shane for our weekly pump and dump. So what we're going to do in the pump and dump is that I'm going to read some tokens out. You're going to give me your gut feeling about whether or not you would this month, so it's time sensitive, whether you would this month pump it or dump it. Okay, are you guys ready?
I haven't seen any of this. I have no idea what you're going to ask me.
Me neither.
Me list.
I've kept the secret from you guys.
Me neither, no. This is like a surprise for us.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do the Caesar. So pump, thumbs up, dump, thumbs down, and then you're going to have to explain some of this if it's too crazy. I'm going to open up with an easy one. So Ethereum in 3, 2, 1.
Pump that baby.
Yeah, it's an obvious one. We got the merge coming out.
Completely.
If you know financial advice, but I mean, come on. Okay, second one. Helium in 3, 2, 1.
Complicated. Yeah, I mean, it has been outperforming significantly compared to some of the other tokens. So that's why down, because it might be a little bit of an anomaly, right?
You think it might have already ran up just because it was oversold?
Yeah.
That is what I would say. I'm going to be completely honest and transparent. I have 9 of those boxes mining my Helium.
You do. Mm-hmm.
From an all-time high of nearly $50 down to where we're at now, I think below 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's not where my capital can do the most work for me in the next 30 days.
Were the boxes profitable though? Were those boxes eventually profitable for you in the mining?
Yeah. I made a couple of thousands on it, so it's a fun experiment. It's a good way to enter into, I would say. So for beginners, great experience to get started in the field.
I think that's really good. By the way, I think any type of exposure you've got to mining and how that works, I think that's really cool. And if it costs you a little bit in educational capital, so be it. At least you can speak about it in the future.
Exactly. Have you asked like an online course or asked like an education certificate? Sometimes you got to put some money in, get some skin in the game, and then you start learning for real. Okay, the third one coming up, we got Litecoin. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, I'm not a big Litecoin fan.
No, me neither. Compared to what else is out there, right? It just lacks something completely. It just seems purposeless at the moment.
Yeah, I've never been a big.
Sorry, Shane, I've interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, I've never been a big Litecoin fan. I've never held it, and so I don't want to speak out of turn. Haven't spent a lot of time looking at Litecoin, but it's not something that I focus on.
Same, just instinctively, yeah.
Yeah, for full transparency again, have held Litecoin since I think like mid 2017. Was a great utility back then, but come on, now you have 15 other coins.
I never bought it once.
Okay, now we're going to get to an interesting one. For the next 30 days, would you pump or dump Cosmos? 3, 2, 1.
I'm like on a diagonal like this, but mostly up, but diagonal. Yeah. Yeah, you wanted to say something, Shane. Sorry, I think I interrupted you.
No, I think great project, been a long time. Don't hold any, not financial advice, but I think that's quality.
Yeah. Incredible infrastructure project on the likes of Polkadot. I really see those two kind of in the same sphere, I would say. But Cosmos a lot.
Are we going to be asked about Polkadot? Is that coming next?
I have no idea. I don't. It's Alexander that chooses.
Yeah, no, but just to add to that, like there's few ecosystems and few communities out there like Cosmos, in my opinion. Holder of it, all transparency, like
same.
Don't know if it's going to be a huge upswing in the near term, but that's something that I'm looking at, like the 5-year horizon. I just want to grow my my balance sheet on it. Okay, so for the next 30 days, would you pump or dump Dogecoin? 3, 2, 1.
I can't even comment on this. I can't even make a market on that. I've got respect for any meme culture token that manages to get to that market cap. And full disclosure from the team, they always said that it was absolutely just a pure joke. But it's culture. That's really interesting. But my God, I have no idea if that's going to go up, down, sideways, different, or in loops.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Well, it pretty much depends on Elon Musk's tweets, right? It pretty much mostly dependent on that. Yeah, the rest, I mean,
correlation right now between Doge. That is like Elon Musk tweet and Dogecoin.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because it probably brought a lot of people into the crypto space that weren't interested, and perhaps some of those that were initial Dogecoin investors were maybe finally convinced by more interesting and actually useful tokens. I just hope that the long-term damage that these meme coins do to the industry isn't too significant, because there's very clear potential in blockchain technology, and it's not just like a laughing stock of just creating random tokens with stupid names, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a gateway in. Very privileged for that. I'm sure some people came in and after they got they made money or they lost money, I'm sure they started to look around. I'm sure some people left, some people stayed, but yeah, I've got no idea how that's going. You got to think that there is algorithmic hedge fund trading funds that are monitoring any type of tweets, and as soon as a tweet hits with that in it, like, they just get long instantly and short instantly. Like, there has to be algos trading that, because it's so momentum driven from a social perspective, that you would have to have an algo literally just scanning everything all the time in order to take trades on that. It's not even like you notice it and then you're going to put the trade on. It has to happen within like milliseconds.
100%. But let's summarize like this. It is the king of meme coins, at least.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Okay, so for the last one, would you pump or dump ApeCoin in 3, 2, 1?
I think it's going to go higher. Not financial advice. It seems like it could go higher. I think that they've got quite a community behind them, and I think when you look at the utilities that they're got on their roadmap, I know that they were very well received in NFT NYC, and I think now they've really kind of gained momentum. They've built a brand, and I think they'll deliver on that. So not something I hold or looking to hold in any way, but I think that cultural movement when this market comes back will be strong.
I definitely agree. The IP is just getting stronger and stronger. The ecosystem is getting bigger and bigger, and the more utility you add onto it, they seem to really be heads down building at this time. So,
Pietro, we were talking about Ape, by the way.
I imagined simply from the conversation. So that's a little bit sideways for me. There was, of course, a very big hype from other side and the first trip to the new metaverse. At the moment, if I had ApeCoin, I would just hold it and see what happens. I'm not someone that's holding at the moment. Wouldn't buy it, wouldn't sell it. A little bit unclear. But on the community side and what they've built, absolutely incredible. Really well, top of the line.
So am I the only one who's Ape here?
Yeah, you might be.
Yeah.
It's more like a side bet, but it's not that I'm holding like a big bag. But anything pop culture, I gotta have a little bit of I gotta wet my beak a little bit, so to say.
Well, listen, here's what you should look out for. Coming in early November is NFT London, and I think it's going to be huge. It's going to be organized by the same people that did NFT NYC. So it's early days, but I think that's going to be a real catalyst here in Europe, and no doubt, I'm sure all the big projects, and particularly ApeCoin. I haven't had this released yet, but I'm sure they're going to be here, and I'm sure they're going to be doing lots of events as well. So, and that could be positive for the NFT space as well, Pietro. So keep an eye on that. I mean, there was a lot of hype around NFT New York for obvious reasons, but it was actually just at that inflection point of the market trading down. So, I think Absolutely. It's the 3rd and 4th of November planning NFT London. And I was looking at that saying, NFT London. Why didn't they call it NFT LDN? Like you had NFT.
Oh yeah.
Why was it NFT LDN? It's like to me it was just obvious, and they called it NFT London, and I was really pissed about
that should be your next venture. Just take over their organization, just rebrand it, make it your own.
Naming names, yeah. So that was cool.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Of course, none of this is financial advice. I just want to highlight that again. This is just a bunch of friends doing their gut feeling and guesses on some tokens. But thank you both so much. See you again next week.
Over and out, man. Thanks very much.